Good afternoon to you and welcome to this lesson. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to take a look at the ach ending. It's an important ending and it'll show you how to make your Gaelic more accurate and sound more like a native speaker. Many Gaelic learners don't pronounce all of a longer word. Oftentimes the last sound in a longer word right here at the end is left off and they don't even realize it. I did this for a while early in my Gaelic journey and I'm grateful that a friend of mine pointed it out. So here's me pointing it out to you. Check to see if you say the full ending of a word in Gaelic. You'll still be understood if you don't say the last sound. I'm sure it'll be fine, but you'll sound like a learner who's not saying the full word. And that's okay. But we want our Gaelic to be closer to that of a native speaker. We want to always be marching forward. This is one way to do it. It's a very helpful way to do it. Okay, so let's take a look at this ending. We got some examples up here that you might have seen already. Dreioch. If you've seen any of the story videos in this Witcher series so far, then you've come across this. Dreioch, magic. What about kochgarach? Cooking or cookery. Cooking. Neoch. That's a good one to have. Neoch. It's news. Right? Jeto neoch. What's your news? A Gaeltoch. A Gaeltoch. The Highlands. All right. Gleva. Oh, and also, when we say a Gaeltoch, it's implied that it's the Scottish Highlands, so we don't necessarily need to say of Scotland afterwards. We can, we certainly can, but Gaeltoch is like Gaeldom, it's the Gael area. It's the Highlands in Scotland. So you can just say a Gaeltoch and people will probably assume that you're speaking about Scotland. Gleva. That's another way to make your Gaelic a little shorter. Okay, so we've got our words sorted out. We've got them translated here. It's always good to know what you're working with, so you're not trying to figure out what a word means, as well as how it works and how to use it yourself. You know, give yourself less to do by first always making sure you understand what's in front of you. Okay, let's start with dreioch. Yeah, dreioch. Nasaunichen, right? Igneous, axius, quenus, ard. Okay. So, when we're dealing with this ending, there's a certain sound to it. And I'm going to emphasize it so you can hear it. Dreioch. Kochgarach. Neoch. A Gaeltoch. Do you hear a k in there? Again, I'm emphasizing, I'm calling attention to it so you can really hear it better. But in normal speech, you wouldn't be, k. You wouldn't be... You wouldn't, excuse me, you wouldn't be almost spitting on someone, Dreioch. No, doesn't need to be that intense. But there is a K sound at the very end. And before my friend told me that, or pointed out really, that I wasn't saying all of this, and this one in particular, all of this ending, I would say, Dreioch, Nuk, Kochgarach, Neoch, a Gaeltoch. And people always understood me. It wasn't a matter of, am I being clear? I'm just not saying the full sound. Dreioch, Kochgarach, Neoch, a Gaeltoch. Gleva. So that's the first part of this ach ending. Make sure you have a K sound at the end. It can be a little soft, I remember hearing it, a native speaker once said that there are no harsh sounds in Gaelic. And I quite like that. Yeah, so it can be a soft K. Dreioch. Kochgarach. Neoch. A Gaeltoch. Yeah. It already tastes different to me. I mean, I've been doing this for years, but as your instincts grow, so will your palate, if you will, of Gaelic. You'll know what just tastes like the right word, what the right sound is. Gleva. Okay, so first, the sound. Now there's a little extra bit of information here I want to share with you. We're going from pronunciation video to grammar video now. You're getting a 2-for-1 here. So the ach ending, as I was taught, is always grammatically feminine. So if you're starting to wonder, how the heck do I know if a word is masculine or feminine, looking it up in the dictionary is always the quickest way. But once you start to internalize the patterns and know the patterns, here's one that'll help you a lot. Ach is always grammatically feminine. And that'll help you construct sentences around these words and use them more accurately. So if it's grammatically feminine, what's going to happen to words that come after, like our describing words? Let's look. So, magic. Well, the Witchers, they have their signs, na sainichen, sé dreuach a haunts, na sainichen. But it's simple magic. Maybe you saw the intermediate version about the signs. It's simple magic, right? Dreuach. Simply. Right? Simple. Simple magic. Oh, but these are grammatically feminine. So we're going to add an H if possible. It's our friend Linishin. Dreuach himpli. Dreuach himpli. Nice. So we have an H sound. SH makes a sort of H sound there. Dreuach himpli. That flows nicely. All right, simple magic. What about like small magic, wee magic? We could say dreuach beak, right? And it's a feminine word. Dreuach is feminine, so we're going to lenite if we can. Dreuach vik. Nice. What about big magic, great magic? Really powerful magic. Dreuach vor. There we go, just like that. Nice. And we're leniting because these are technically feminine nouns, right? Feminine words. Dreuach ends in ACHD. It has a K sound, and it's also grammatically feminine. So we lenite anything that comes after, any describing word, any adjective. Okay, let's come down to kochgerach. Maybe some simple cooking, simple cookery, right? Simply again. What do we do to it? Add the H. Kochgerach himpli. Nice. And what else could we do? Easy cooking, I guess. There are multiple ways to talk about these things being easy and difficult and simple and big and small. So in my mind, I'm thinking, should we go in that direction? I want to keep things clear. We could go in that direction. Maybe we'll do that in another video. Kochgerach himpli. Let's see. What about like fast cooking, cooking quickly? Kochgerach lua. It's fast, right? Fast cooking. Kochgerach lua. What about slow cooking? Kochgerach slutoch. Yeah. So we can put in anything here. We just need to know that, if possible, it lenites. All right. Let's come down to neach. Neach. Neach has that K sound. It's grammatically feminine. So any of these describing words are going to be lenited. So big news. Neach vor. There we are. Neach vor. Big news. Small news. Neach vik. Woo. Ugh. That blue pen, it just goes wild. I feel. All right, gleva, and so on and so on. A Gaeltoch, the beautiful highlands, maybe? I mean, again, we could say the highlands are beautiful, and we wouldn't have to worry about lenition. Just for sake of example here, just to have a clear example. Maybe in a poem, the beautiful highlands, the land of my youth. You know, the beautiful highlands are in my heart, that kind of thing. So it's grammatically feminine because it's A-C-H-D on the end, has a K sound, a Gaeltoch, and so it's grammatically feminine. We add the H. A Gaeltoch vria. A Gaeltoch vria. Neach vor. Neach vik. Kochgerach himpli. Kochgerach lua. Droiach himpli. Droiach vik. Droiach vor. Etc. Nice. Very nice, very nice. So something important to keep in mind about the ach ending. It's grammatically feminine and it has a sort of K sound. Yeah. So have fun with this. You know, keep an eye out for if you see this. And if you do, take a moment to, okay, K sound, grammatically feminine. Yeah. Kind of remember that pattern. It can be very useful. It can be very useful. All right. That's a lot of information that's in just a little ending, isn't it? The sound and what it does grammatically. All right. Very nice. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you in the next story video.